What is going on, chat? Mic check, mic check. Make sure we're good. Think everything's good. All right. Pop the camera on, do some hobby streaming, and then I got to get back to editing, or get to editing. We just got done recording our first game of Turnip28, which was a lot of fun. Me and Rev both enjoyed it a lot, so we're looking forward to playing some more of that. It's going to be a fun battle report. Oh, let me deactivate and activate once. Oh, never mind. This is probably why. That'll do it. Lens cover was on. So, first off, what's going on, chat? I hope everyone's doing well. Appreciate everyone tuning in. How's everybody doing? Make sure... Posture check. Rally the Yard Guard. The Yard Guard are formidable foes, even though they're filthy little gnomes. That was a lot of fun. I look forward to playing some more. So we're going to be doing some hobby related stuff today. We're going to be working on some terrain. We're going to be dry brushing our cemetery pieces that Rev printed out and that I applied some grass tufts to. They look sick. So we just got to dry brush some gray on these suckers. And then we are going to start working on our new toff for the Procession of Woe for Turnip28. As well as we're going to be doing, essentially, we're going to be modeling with green stuff. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my green stuff modeling. Because I was going to print 4 more units. This is our new toff here. This is a piece of tin foil shaped like a carrot, covered in green stuff, and then molded, and I cut the lines into it. Painted it with speed paint. Also, I should probably put the ISO on auto, even though it looks okay at the moment. Whoa, super dark. And Rev printed this little carriage for me. So the idea is that it's like a shrine. So this is our shrine to the carrot, the great carrot. And it has, I think it has like 4 or 5 wounds. So I found some D&D models. And we're going to put some beaks on them to give him the carrot army look. And this guy's riding in a chair. Ha ha ha! With his like little cup. We can put some carrot juice in there. So I have them like painted, but whatever. I'm going to just prime over them and paint. But we got to do some 3D modeling. So then we have our cart with the tracks and stuff like that. So I think it came out looking pretty good. I do need 1 more unit, though, because we're going to do a total of 4 snobs. So I need to print some knights for these guys. But then we also have, I made these last night. These are the new leaders for our Mycelium Marauders, the mushroom army that we worked on. And you can see here we green stuffed some mouths on them. I want to put teeth inside their mouths. So I don't know if we're going to use little bits of plastic that we cut into the shape of teeth, or maybe I'll green stuff little teeth is what I'm thinking. I might just put green stuff inside of this and then shape teeth. That's probably much more efficient. But I did the lips. Everything's dried now. And I put rocks for their eyes. So what I modeled this after, by the way, is... and the hand's backwards because it's not the right one. So I want to cover that with green stuff. What that is modeled after, I'll show you guys. Because we talked about the movie a lot and we've looked it up before. But Mom and Dad Save the World. Mushrooms. Yeah, this thing right here. This is kind of what I went after. But they look kind of cute at first with the big eyes. So I used rocks with the things. And I guess the mouth is up here now that I think of it. But when you look at them, this is what they look like when they're pissed. So I guess it kind of makes sense that the mushroom, it goes like this and then their mouth. So I want to make like teeth inside their mouth. Something like this, I guess it would be like, would be the closest approximation. So I want to make teeth inside their mouth. So this is what I modeled it after, because this is such a good... it's so good. They're my Mom and Dad Save the Universe mushrooms. I gotta find out what they called them in the movie, because I think there was a name for them. I don't know. It just says killer mushrooms. Maybe there wasn't a name. They were like, who needs a name? They're just mushrooms in the pit. I can use a scene from that movie in a quick clip when we do the battle report. All right, but no matter what, we got to do some dry brushing and all that. We'll start off with some dry brushing and get that out of the way, get the terrain done for our next conflict. We'll probably use this cemetery stuff in the next conflict report next weekend. We do have a video coming out Wednesday, which I haven't even started editing yet, so I'm going to start once the stream's done. We're not going to be streaming super late tonight, probably just a couple hours. Yesterday we went like 5 hours playing 2 turns of conflict, and you guys kicked my ass, so... Get my palette, and we'll start dry brushing here. But I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, next conflict game I'm excited for, or the one that we have recorded that I have to edit. That was a fun one. The board looks so cool. And I'm thinking maybe the next one will use the cemetery, because Rev printed this. It looks so nice. So I got some uniform gray, and I should have my dry brush here. I do. Some crappy brush. It's not specifically made for dry brushing. And let's get some music going with some good old Red Alert. And let's start doing some hobby stuff. Make sure the music's not too loud. We're good. Yeah, Turnip was a lot of fun. I am very much so looking forward to playing more of that. And it's very quick and easy. I think after this one game, we pretty much know the rules now. Which, that's a game that I thoroughly enjoy playing. One easy to pick up. Now, I probably should have dry brushed before I painted everything on, but I've not been known to necessarily always do things in the correct order of operation, so... Probably gonna make a little mess with this grass, but whatever. Oh, this is dry brushing music. Hell yeah. Probably turn this light up with the auto ISO on the camera settings. We're just doing a light dry brush is all. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Yeah, I'm freaking getting grass everywhere, but whatever. I should probably spray it one more time. I did it downstairs when it was kind of raining. I should probably spray it really good and stick it outside, because this is plastic. You can soak the hell out of it with the PVA glue mixture. Hey, Big Bobzilla. How's it going? Hope you're doing well, dude. You could always put a wash over this as well. That's kind of like the pro tip. Throw a wash over it after you dry brush your black bricks. How's the Nightbrainer coming? I saw it looked really good in Discord. I think we gotta go a little bit heavier with it. I can have a little bit more paint on there because there's these massive grooves in between it. We're dry brushing some terrain at the moment, banging this out real quick, and then we can get on to some green stuffing on some Turnip28 models. Got the Command & Conquer Red Alert OST going. Which, I should play this game on stream one day, dude, because it literally has armored Soviet bears. I think Red Alert 3 it is. With Tim Curry as the villain. With FMV. Like, it looks so cool. We're gonna have to, like, play it on stream one day. It's literally like Konflikt 47. Terrain is the biggest paint sponge. I know, I hate using good paint for this, but it's like... It dry brushes so much better, right? So... Than the chalky, crappy stuff from the dollar store. On terrain, I've learned it does... pay to use good paint with your dry brushing. So it is kind of crappy, but dude, the whole aesthetics of those games is very, very much so like in line with Konflikt 47 and all that. So we're gonna have to play it on stream, especially the one with Tim Curry and the bears and everything. It's literally like Konflikt. Just with different rules, I guess, because it's an RTS game and all that, but... Shout out to Jenny Brats. They were like, check out Red Alert. And I was watching, like, there's FMV clips of Tim Curry as, like, the supervillain. And he's doing, like, such a ridiculous performance, but it's, like, classic Tim Curry. It's perfect. He's like, oh, you'll never catch me. Like, doing that, like, classic Tim Curry, like, over-the-top performance. Spice. There's some, like, classic meme clips that come from that game, which I didn't even realize. Fuck, dude, there's bricks on each one of these. This is gonna suck up all my paint. Damn it. Yo, Clove, what's going on? I enjoyed the videos. I checked out the one you did most recently yesterday after the stream. And I like the avatar that you got set up with the gas mask. It has like a very stalker-esque vibe or something. You should find some sort of like cool video game music you can put in the background that fits the aesthetic. Maybe like... something like Stalker or like, I don't know, even some sort of like Red Alert thing or something. But you did a good job. The presentation's good. Some good visuals. You got a little bit of a heavy accent, but I kind of liked it. I could understand what you were saying. It kind of added to the vibe of the look of the video. You know what I mean? Play on your Eastern European background. Yeah, I have advice. I think you should have some, like, maybe background music. There were a couple times where you, like, went in between showing images, and it was, like, kind of, maybe like almost like a little dead air sort of thing. I have actually a couple things of advice I wanted to tell you. You record it looks like your avatar. I don't know if it's in a video game or whatever it is. Get another angle. Get a couple different angles from sides. Like have the dude sitting in the chair and then have the angle sitting from a different angle. So like you have multiple cameras in the room filming if you were doing an interview. And then the other thing is do some zooms on the guy with the face mask every once in a while when you're like trying to punctuate your words and make a point at the end of a sentence or something. That's like classic YouTube editing. But I'm trying to think what you could do with the limited visual because, you know, you're not filming your actual self. So get different camera angles for the avatar. And then, because you almost have like a VTuber type thing going on. Now we're talking about Clove's video. He's been doing some like conflict news videos. If you want, we could take a look. Let's take a look. I think you did a great job, dude, to be honest with you. Let's take a look. Hold on. Liked videos.
Well, hello there, this is and welcome to the next episode of Konflikt News. Let's get started.
Okay, your audio's in mono, by the way.
Well, hello there.
You hear that? Your audio's in mono. I didn't hear it on the phone, but now that I'm watching on my computer, your audio's only coming out of the one side. So just check your audio input on your PC or something. Because I don't think my stream's not in mono for you guys, right? No.
This is and welcome to the next episode of Konflikt News.
Yeah, I think it's only...
Let's get started.
So that's something you want to fix. Write that down. That's a big thing. I didn't hear that on my phone, though.
Officially posted a blog. What's to come for the American players?
I think it's in mono.
Got new Firefly units like Firefly Forward Observer.
Yeah, at least
Firefly
for me it is right now.
Flamethrower Team and Firefly Medic. I'm not sure if they come like separate, like an official.
This looks good though.
Or you need to do basic conversion. Medic come like official. Firefly Flamethrower Team.
Maybe have something pop
Firefly
up here if you
Medic.
could.
I'm not
Just
sure
Firefly
if they come,
something,
like, separate,
Firefly
like, an
Medic. You
official
could do that when
cover,
you're
or
like, because you were
need to
punctuating those words.
do
Or you
basic
could zoom in on your
conversion
dude
to
there.
Existing Fireflies. Same as with Totenkorps, we got Firefly platoon structure.
This was
For
cool.
sure you need platoon commander or a named character like Robert Wells.
But if you
Two
have
squads
something like
of
maybe even
Fireflies,
images
minimum,
of
and
Fireflies,
linebacker.
like the
If
models.
you don't fancy linebacker, you can just replace it with Mudskipper or Jackals.
So like right there while you were talking about the linebacker, just show a photo of a linebacker right here or something like that. You know what I mean? Also, if you guys are wondering, the name is Klovek Nez Nami ENG English. I probably butchered your name. But I can understand you. Your accent's thick, but it's cool. You got the gas mask.
New rules.
Get the mono thing fixed, and if you can have a couple little images maybe pop up every once in a while. If you can only record in mono, you should be able to replicate it in the other speaker with the setting and the rendering. Yeah, you should be able to have it go to stereo or something like that. I don't know what sort of editing software you use. But you also want to make sure that if you can record it in stereo. But good job, dude. Good job. Make sure you guys check them out. I'll post the link in the Discord. Or not in the Discord. I'll post the link in the chat here. Give me one sec. I have to do it on my other computer because my other computer is where my chat is linked.
I started a business.
Ah, you son of a... Your stupid ads. Get out of here. Sorry about that. Jump scare from the ads. Yo, Tiki, what's going on, dude? How was your stream, brother? Oh, Chase back. Chase Bank. No. Oh. Let me get a link for you guys for his channel. 1 sec. How's it going? How's it going? How's the holograms? I hate DaVinci so much. I use DaVinci Resolve as well. I love DaVinci. It's great. And the new update, for some reason, it sets the audio to mono. It's hard to set it to stereo because there are like 3 ways on how to do it. And which one will work is up to DaVinci. We could pop open DaVinci and take a look if you want. I use DaVinci Resolve. Give me a sec. Subscriptions. I want to get a link for you guys for his channel. Oh, your video popped up today, so I should be able to find it. Right here. More. Give me... Can I not link your channel? Oh, I can. Share channel. There you go. All right, guys. There's how do I say your name? Klovek? This is Klovek's channel. So make sure you guys go subscribe, check him out. He's been doing some conflict news. I'm moving from Adobe to DaVinci. Let's open DaVinci Resolve. This is what I've been editing with for a while now. Hold on. I'll show you. Now I don't have audio hooked up at the moment for audio input for to simulate recording. This is a video I just did for my channel. It came out today on Mike Rolls Dice. So this is the audio section in DaVinci Resolve. So this was my... Hold on. This was the roll line down the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a section off here. And now what you've seen me do in the past is when we tied... So the main thing is you want to see... Versions where we've gone the whole length of... See how there's both bars are moving? That's the big thing. If it's in mono, only one bar will be showing up on the side or in the audio track. So that's like the most important thing. To put an audio input, what's one I didn't use just so I don't fuck with anything. So for instance, my voice mod or whatever, because it is technically plugged in, I can use that. But it's really up to whatever your Windows audio input is going to determine whether it's going to be mono or stereo. This just takes your audio input. But it is showing right here, it's going to be left and right channel. So the main thing is your audio input needs to be stereo and not mono. Now, when it comes to making it stereo, I'm not certain how you can do that. Stereo fixer. This might be it right here. Mono, left only, stereo. It's probably this effect right here under tools, stereo fixer. It's probably this, and you can probably adjust the gain and whatnot. So on your video, you can do this and it'll do it for you. This is probably it right here. So that's how you do it. DaVinci Resolve is great. This is how you edit. Right here. You got your effects. They just changed it recently and they moved this. You can't see because my camera. But there was also then the media pool and whatnot. But it used to be down here, which was really nice because I could just drag it onto the timeline as I edit. But if I show you guys, for instance, like the most recent battle report we did, it's much more in depth than the fly time ones because there's always, what do you call it? I have way more audio tracks because I have all the effects and sounds. So like the laser beams and stuff. So I have it stacked so I can control each, I can control, for instance, like if I know I'm going to put my monster sounds on this audio track. That way I can make sure this is at a certain level audio-wise. Like this. I want to make sure right here. This
out from behind
this is the most important thing right here. Go to Fairlight, and Tiki, this is important too. Get your target loudness level to 14. Okay? It's in your settings in Fairlight. That is the decibel level that it's looking for. That's what YouTube uses as their level of, like, anything higher than that, they're going to start muting your videos automatically. And then it might fuck with your audio quality. Then you go set it to BS 177 or 704. I don't know why, that's how YouTube is. And you lock it in absolute scale. Then what you can do is you reset it, start it.
Rev pushing out with his knockball and
You're
squats,
looking
and
to
they're
try
really
and get
taking
your
things
audio
like
to
they're
14.
advanced,
It's tough.
firing their
14 is tough.
advances
So,
and
like,
Vs
if you can get it
as
to
tilt
18,
wheel.
19, 20, that's what I shoot for.
The undead.
Even this is like 24, but if you watch my videos, it's loud enough, right? So I think if you shoot for around 18 to 20, 22, 24, that's okay.
Managing to take a couple of the totem core out.
Which I'm kind of getting it. So if you watch my videos, I could probably make it a little louder, but the idea is if somebody's watching on a subway on their phone, they can still actually hear what the hell's going on. Because if you make your videos too quiet and they're out somewhere and they're listening on speakers or something, they won't even be able to hear the audio. If you make it too loud, YouTube will mute or will apply an effect to your video, which will make the audio sound like crap because they don't want it peaking and going over a certain decibel level. So that's just try and shoot for that. So try and get your audio to that. Turn it to stereo. And maybe what you could do also, you can add a little reverb, a very little bit of reverb to your, because you're like in a gas mask. The other thing you can do if you have voice mod, you can't hear right now because my microphone's plugged into my mixer and not my computer. But right here, this is what I use for the videos. I bought this. My friend wanted me to play GTA roleplay. We did it one time. But then I found out I'm making a YouTube channel with battle reports. This is a Battlefield radio. This one's the gas mask. This one will apply like an effect to your sound. So if you wanted to try and sound like you're wearing a gas mask to make it look like your dude with the gas mask is talking, that's something you could try. Or what you could do is you could apply a little bit of reverb, like vocal width or something like that, and then you can like a little bit of distortion. If we go to the intro section, yeah, these are the insider tips.
1940. Disclosed location somewhere in the New Republic. A new.
I don't know why it's not loading properly, but
the city. Little Peacock and his new occult forces fuse.
There's a little bit of distortion, and I put vocal width on the intro. It's like the boost mids, and I turned it down really low, because if I turn it really high...
By the emu genetics from the Rift, look to overthrow the local government. But the real Heinrich Gross and...
That kind of sounds like you're wearing a gas mask if you turn it up. You see what I mean? For my audio, that's not what I want for the intro, but I just kind of gave it like a little, like, a little bit of grumble. If you wear an actual gas mask, it might be hard to record your voice. That's the thing. It's cool to wear the gas mask, but to actually try and do it. What did you want to know, Ed? I was too busy looking for the setting. I missed you saying what setting in particular were you talking about? The audio? This is target loudness level, which is in your settings if you're using DaVinci Resolve. I watched like an hour or like a 30-minute long video from this dude who makes videos about DaVinci Resolve, and it was all about audio. And this is what I followed and listened to what he was talking about. And I've just memorized it because I've made hundreds of videos by now. But you want your target level or your target loudness level at minus 14 LUFs. LUFs is probably there's some term for it, and there's probably some scientific thing going on with how audio reverberates and audio waves, sound files. But yeah, that's what it is. Do you have DaVinci Resolve? It's down here. It's in the setting. If you're not using DaVinci Resolve, I don't know, brother. If you're using Premiere Pro, you know what I mean? I do not know. It would be somewhere else. So you'd have to look up in whatever software. Or like Sony Vegas, I know some people use. You want to be on minus 14, not 14. But otherwise, then you're good. All right, now you guys know. Jesus Christ, Jerry, turn it down. God, our audio is all fucked. Look, we're talking about audio. My audio is all fucked up. All right, we got this one done. Let's keep dry brushing. Looking good. 6 years out of date. Update it. Yeah, update it. For sure. I update it every time. I know sometimes I would hate updating certain softwares that I would use, but this one it's been fine. I haven't had any issues. God, I gotta, you know, whatever. We're just gonna have to clean it up anyways. I kind of screwed up because I let my brush dry up with the paint in it, but whatever. Probably gonna apply a wash after, so it doesn't need to be super duper perfecto. You have to learn it all? It's virtually the same, you know, or something. But yeah, I mean, eventually, dude, you're missing out on all the good shit. So, like, you know. Look, I had to switch from Premiere Pro at some point because I said, screw Adobe. I'm not paying for that crap anymore. It's so expensive. Oh, man. I shouldn't have let my brush dry up, but whatever. I'm just going to have to suck it up. And, but switching, you know, I had to do it at some point. Because I didn't want to pay for Premiere Pro anymore. But once you switch, it's a little annoying at the start, but then you get the hang of it in no time. And usually they have, especially if you're working with a super outdated version, you'll probably end up getting some, you know, I'm going to clean this real quick and dry it. You'll probably end up getting some better features. Dude, it was so expensive. So expensive, Adobe. I hate it. I said I'm done. It's one thing if you got a girlfriend or that's like going to, like, you know, college classes part-time or something, or just has a student license, you can get a discount. But we're getting too old for that nowadays, so you're going to be paying the full price. It was like $50 a month for the After Effects, Premiere Pro, and whatever else, and it was just, it kept crashing on me all the time. It was like running really badly on Windows for me. I lost so many like videos because I forgot to save. Now, one thing you should always do is you should Control S every time you do a couple actions. Control S. It's like secondhand memory, like how Rev keeps his tape measure on his hips. He's trained himself to always put his tape measure on his hip. So when I lost my tape measure from last night, and today I was like, yo, let me use your tape measure. He keeps putting it on his hip every time. I'm like, damn it, leave it on the table. Like, I'm like, but it's like secondhand nature, you know what I mean? Control S, Control S, Control S. Make sure you do that when you're editing. Always do that. There's nothing worse than working on a video for like an hour or two and it crashing and you lose all of the progress that you made. It's the worst thing ever. Yep. So Ed, you got to train yourself. Control S. Use the Control key and hold that and then hit the S key while depressing the Control key. The biggest thing you can do is learn your hotkeys. In DaVinci Resolve, A is the cursor. B key is cutting. So when you're cutting. And then the N key is the snap to and turning that on and off. So I use those keys the most. And Control X is delete, is like cut the item but not delete. Because if you delete on the timeline, it'll delete everything in that section. Don't make that mistake. learning the hotkeys if you're editing is really, really important. You're going to save yourself like an hour of editing if you learn the hotkeys. You don't need a lot. You just need to know the basics. The ones I told you, really. They don't have a hotkey for controlling speed. I wish they did, because I constantly have to change clip speeds with the way I do my video. I slow it down 60%. But they don't have a hotkey for that, so I have to do it manually. I'm like, damn it. It's annoying. Well, heading back to work. Hey, have a great night, Tiki. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Bonsai! Yeah, we got to record Japanese soon. People love the Japanese. It's like some of the highest viewed battle reports on our channel are the Japanese. I think there's a good following on the Japanese conflict side. People like them. All right, well, we did our... You guys got your free DaVinci Resolve video editing class today, so... Next week, we'll talk about something else. Because nobody can play well with them? I think you'd be surprised. Rev's going to crack it. I know Mordian's Shrine, but Rev is going to... if anyone can do it, it's Rev. Don't underestimate his prowess in gaming. He's won twice with them. The Rumble in the Jungle one, we did kind of set it up to where the Japanese got to just hang out and be on ambush the entire game, which was super OP. Especially because they have, like, good ambush stuff. But one thing I've learned, ambush is one of the strongest mechanics in Conflict. After the most recent game, Power Struggle, where Rev got to go on ambush with the knocked ballin. Screw. I forgot what they're called. Knocked Albin. We call them knocked ballin around here. Little P style. What do you call it? The ability to go on ambush after activating every turn is super OP. Like, just being able to shoot twice per turn, or like shoot and charge is crazy. Because it's so easy to trigger ambush a lot of times. Now, we were playing on a smaller map, too, that time, 4x4, but still, ambush is probably one of the strongest mechanics in the game. Sounds like album, but with a E. Yeah, I call him knocked ballin'. Screw. And I also want to get the Space Jam monsters and have those guys be my knocked ballin'. Like little Space Jam dudes. Because they kind of look like them, too. Or, like, have, like, a basketball-themed, what do you call it? Like a basketball-themed, like, vampire or emu dudes. And call them my knocked ballin'. God, Warlord's gonna hate me, dude. They already hate me. This Mike Rolls Dice guy, he's screwing everything up. Everyone thinks it's Green Hand, not Green Vault. They're calling, asking about knocked ballin'. Where's the knocked ballin'? They only see knocked album. I hate this guy. I ask him, where's the little peacock model? No. I'm joking around. I hope somebody at Warlord's like, oh, that micro dice guy, he's alright. I hope they enjoy what we do around here. Because we get a little silly. We're probably, I would definitely say we probably take this game the least serious when it comes to our videos sometimes, when it comes to the editing and, or just like the narrative. You know what I mean? We like getting wacky with it at times. I mean, we have monkeys. We have emus. Like, we're not like, the grim dark world, bloodshed. PTSD-inducing warfare. It's like, charge the monkeys! Doing, like, dumb German accents. Yes, crush the baguettes beneath your feet, brothers! I've been playing this World War I game yelling in my Jerry Schnitzel voice, the same German accent I do in my Konflikt videos, and I'm like, we must take the French down. We will crush you. We will break your wine bottles, destroy your fromageries. Like, I'm like yelling at these the French players across the trench, like 2 trenches over. Jerry Schnitzel is here to destroy you. The monkeys were, I mean, Rev knocked it out of the park with the monkeys. And they're cool. It's not even like they're jacked up looking monkeys. They're normal monkeys, but a normal monkey can rip apart a man if it wants to. They do have some like steroids, but they weren't like, you know, they're not like chimpanzees. They were just straight up monkeys. But a gang of monkeys jacked up on Riff Kush. They've been smoking that Riff Kush, because I said it in the video too. They're jacked up on Riff Kush. I don't know if they're smoking it or eating it. I don't know what they do with those monkeys, but they're giving them Riff Kush, and by God, does it drive them crazy. Yeah, Clove, keep it up, dude. You've been making videos. Don't burn yourself out, you know? Don't go crazy. Make sure you do it at a rate that you can keep up. But just be consistent and just work on improving your videos. That's what I try and do, hopefully. Hopefully we see a little improvement here and there from me. Not too often, but every once in a while. I am being conscious of trying to, like, improve my videos as I go. Yeah. Well, if you wanna, I mean, I don't want to turn this entire thing into YouTube, but you might need to change some things up, dude. I don't know. There also is a thing called freaking like YouTube purgatory, where it'll just banish you to like the shadow realm. But that's usually for like bigger channels. Like, you're still at a stage where you should still be able to, like, you know, with the right video, get a good amount of views, at least like 1,000 views over, like, you know, maybe not every video, but you might have 1 or 2 that do good. But it's tough, you know. I don't know. You might need to mix things up. I do want to do a video discussing all the different Konflikt47 creators, like a video talking about where, like, all the different creators and the different types of videos you can go watch. So be like, hey, if you want to watch traditional style battle reports that are high quality, you can go check out, of course, Mordian. You can check out Tabletop Command Post. If you want to see super cinematic and highly edited videos, way more than mine, you can check out Cinematic Tabletop, I believe is their name, which have great tutorials, but also fantastic battle reports that are like with like freaking like video backgrounds. Like, they set up a green screen behind the minis or cut it out. I don't know. They do a ton of work. And there's like 5 different, or like 10 people doing voiceover work in the video, it sounds like. And then we could do stuff like, you know, talking about, like, there's folks doing miniature related stuff like Ed. There's folks doing news and lore like Clove and Tiki, for instance. Cosmic does music. So that could be cool. Do some research and find all the different content creators and make a video about everybody as like a little directory on who you can watch for the different Konflikt content. I'm just thinking of different video ideas for the channel and not try and do stuff that other people do. Also, videos that are easy for me because I'm lazy. Battle reports I got down. I have the formula down. It's like, sit down and bang it out. Mind you, the next 2 days, I'm going to be doing nothing but editing battle reports, this battle report. But we are going to get a double feature. I don't know if maybe... I'm tempted. Like, if we are going to do a turnip video or 1-page rules, should I do 2 videos for the week? Is it okay if I skip 1 video? I kind of feel like I have to have a Konflikt video every week. So if I am going to do a turnip or one-page rules, it's got to be an extra video. I can't miss a week. I have to keep it up. Even if, because Rev's going back to work tomorrow, I know we got to hit the sound effect. Rev gets to pretty much, like, hang out on unemployment during the winter and still get paid like a boss. And he's going back to work tomorrow, so we were able to film, like, anytime we wanted for the past 2-3 months. And now he's going back. RIP, rest in peace. That being said, we're still going to record on the weekend, but I may need to record some solo games, which Alpine Assault was a solo game. That was a lot of fun. I could set up really sick boards and narratives that would take too long for, or be weird for, like, me and Rev to play. I can sit there and be like, let me spend, like, a day setting this board up. And grab all my weird, funky crap and, like, build some weird thing. So, yeah, probably if I do turnip and one-page rules, I should do something different. How much time do you have to spend making your video? Like, do you make one video? Well, so I have 2 channels. I always do one fly tying video a week, and then I do my one conflict battle report a week. And it generally, no joke, the conflict videos take probably about 2 full days of editing because I cut down about an hour and 30 minutes worth of footage. I have to cut it, slow it, and then stabilize it. And then I have to go in and narrate the whole thing and then do my voiceovers. And then I have to watch it, make sure it's not crap, and then go back and make any adjustments after. I always watch every video from start to finish just to make sure that there's no blaring mistakes. Sometimes there's like a little stumble in my narration, but whatever. But there have been times I forgot like major things, like just recently forgetting to put the overlay for the unit types. It's a pretty big deal. So I always try and watch them. That one I was so rushed because I had so little time to get it ready. 1v1 me on Tabletop Simulator. I'd be down to do a Tabletop Simulator battle report one day. I was tempted. I mean, that was going to possibly... That still is a way that we could play with chat. We could play on Tabletop Simulator if you guys want. And that would be like... We could play a real game of Conflict and it'd be really much more fast and easy to do. But that'd be cool. We could play with guests. We could play against Tiki, play against you. Get other creators to play on Tabletop Simulator or something. But everyone needs... You need the same mods, right? So they see the same mod on the table, I believe. I have bolt action set up, I think, on there. I haven't played it. I haven't used it. But I did buy it and set it up specifically for me and Rev to maybe try it. But then we ended up just playing real bolt action in person. I was thinking about that recently, though. I was like, we could do that with chat. We could play on Tabletop Simulator. So I'm down. Maybe we get a game at some point. If you get the mods for Conflict. Now, somebody's got to make the mods. I know there's bolt action. There's like straight up bolt action on Tabletop Simulator right now you can play. I think there's a whole mod pack to play bolt action. Like you like good to go. Maps with like a French village and everything. Yeah, we're not doing it now, but we could set it up in the future at some point. Now, I don't think Warlord would care, right? About a mod. They're not GW. Maybe we can make a video out of it. Oh, nice. Then maybe you could teach me how to set up the, maybe on Discord one day. We'll get in a chat. You can teach me how to get it all set up properly and get familiar with the program. Yeah, even the Warhammer community, like all the big Warhammer dudes, they use, like Art of War recently made a video on using. So I don't think Warlord would care. You never know. I just always want to make sure I'm doing the right thing with them. But hell yeah, that'd be cool. We could get a game of Konflikt, because somebody will probably come out with mods eventually. If not, there might already be mods for all we know for it. All right, how does this set up? Yeah, let's get it all set up. So I flocked this when it was in 4 pieces as well, and it's important because you can get the grass situated properly. And you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of freaking like Diablo 2. This makes me want to play like a Diablo 2 inspired like skirmish game. Maybe we set up like a 1-page rules Diablo 2 hero campaign where we're like playing like a druid dude or something, and we're just getting attacked by skeletons all the time. You could use the D&D mods for minis. Yeah, there you go. We could probably just substitute something. Or we could just maybe say we're using like certain bolt action units as proxies or something. Well, they do have some entries for Konflikt. Okay. It has the D2 vibes. Yeah, right? It's got like the cemetery or like some... It has like Diablo or Path of Exile vibes to it. That could be fun. I would love to do something like related to that in the future. We'd probably use like 1-page rules or some other game system. All right. Very nice. This is looking good. I have plastic grass everywhere. But that's fine. And with this done now, I'm probably still going to maybe add some grass tufts. I want to add a wash to it, but I'm not going to do that now. I want to let this paint dry like fully before I start splapping some stuff on it. Someone has 2 model sets, which is just the images. Okay. Well, look, you check it out and you let me know, and then I have Tabletop Simulator and everything. I'll try and I can always just find the appropriate mods on Steam Workshop, and then we can what do you call it? We could try it out. Make a video on playing Konflikt on Tabletop Simulator. We'll do a video with a collab or something, or we can make 2 videos. This is how you think of YouTube, like making it like how to set it up and play it. And then we could do a video like this if you want, how to set it up and play it, where we could do a collab for your channel on how to set it up and play it because you're familiar with it, and I can you could help me walk through it or something. And then for my channel we could do a battle report, digital battle report for Konflikt, and I'll try and pan the camera. And this is something we wanted to talk about, but we might do this in the future, but I want to put my mouth over miniatures. Okay, so you could be like, charge! And you see my mouth move. So I got to figure out how I do it. I know how to do it, but I want to do that. And I think on the battle simulator, I can move the camera, and then what I can do is set up a green screen behind me, crop my mouth on OBS, and then have just my mouth on where the miniature is, so that way I can talk while I'm recording. Sounds unhygienic? I always put miniatures in my mouth. What do you mean? I chew on them like candy. All right. The thing's done, but yeah, that's the next step, is to have my mouth overlaid on the minis and battle reports. So it's like, charge! I'm gonna need a few coats of varnish. What, the ruins? I want to apply a wash. And then I want to, either, I guess, I haven't used the varnish before, but I should probably get some varnish, specifically also for these guys when I'm done painting them, just to lock everything down. I used the PVA spray, but clearly it's still, there's still some loose stuff, so maybe I should get a can of matte varnish, and then that'll lock it down. You know what I mean? Only way to get your plastic fixed. Yeah, exactly. I can't afford buying new plastic. You guys are buying new miniatures and getting microplastic and inhaling it when you're scraping the miniatures. Me, to get my microplastic, I have to chew on like one miniature, and I've just been chewing on it for months. You know, it's over there somewhere in like a cup. And I just chew on it, you know, and just try and get some of that plastic fix. You guys get the fresh stuff. On the tablet, it acts as a browser, so you can pick up a YouTube video and play it inside. All right, cool. We'll think about that for the future. That sounds like fun. Anyways, these look good, and we're going to move them off to the side because we got some other stuff to do. Real hobby work. We got real hobby stuff to do, chat. That was easy. Child's play, some would even say. Well, the asbestos ain't good. But yeah, I breathed in just about all that stuff as well. Was a mechanic. I know for a fact Rev's house, upstate New York, that we worked on, his dad paid us to help him work on it. There was asbestos like all over everything because the house was built like so long ago. Working as a mechanic, so much stuff I breathed in. Brake dust. I used to get coolant in my eyes and mouth, and yeah, I'm happy I don't do that stuff anymore. A lot of mineral spirits in the washing tanks. You get that all over your hands and skin all the time. And you're radioactive. Damn, bro. Nice. Forgot tomorrow was Monday. I should go to sleep. Enjoy life. Jesus loves you. Goodbye. Aw. I wish I had the aw thing. Have a nice night, Klovek. Appreciate it. It's Klovek. Klovek. Thank you, my friend. And remember, stereo. All right. So we have some... First off, I'm going to wash my hands, and we're going to take a quick break here soon. Hit the hookah lounge. But we got some... more intense hobby work to do here, which is going to be doing some green stuff work here, and we're going to be doing some sculpting. This is my Turnip28 army for the Carrot Kingdom of Carrotania, the Beta Carotene Warriors. Yeah, you got it, Klovek. You got it. You get it in no time. Your videos will be top notch. They already are fantastic. So this guy right here, he has a beak. And I made that. That's the helmet for the Turnip28 look. So we're going to apply that to these guys and give them that sort of look. Where did you get the Graveyard STL? Rev. Tonga Express is asking. Rev is my resident 3D printer now. I have a resin printer, so this is like a resin printed miniature. And these are all like resin printed guys for my D&D. But now, this, for instance, is FDM printed, and this is FDM printed. Rev just brought him today. He's the, what do you call it? He now got a FDM printer recently. He's been doing all of our terrain, and it's fantastic. So, Rev could let us know. He might have bought it or he found it. I don't know. Usually we either go to Cult and My Mini, and you just look. But there's also on the Bamboo Factory, like on your printer, there's like a software, or on your laptop for Bamboo. There's like a community thing that people post as well, I think is another thing. Mineral spirits, do you call an exorcist or a geologist? Both, ideally. Yeah, both. It's rough. Mineral spirits is like, I don't even know what it is, but it's like some sort of like... I think it might be like petroleum based, like some sort of like oil. It's like a clear oil looking thing that you use to wash, to clean stuff. I don't know what it's made out of, but I know it's like supposedly like breathing that stuff in over time is like maybe gives you cancer or something. But if you're in California, everything gives you cancer. I think it was on Maker World. So was it a free thing then that you found in particular? Check out Maker's World, or Maker World is what Rev says. I think it's like, is that the Bamboo thing? Or is that another software? That might be the thing where you can generate STLs. It is a petroleum derivative. Yeah. It's turpentine. There you go. Yeah. Probably not good to get it all over your skin and eyes and stuff. All right. So we got green stuff. We got water. The other thing is, Mom and Dad saved the world. I got to make teeth for my mushroom monsters. I gave them Fallschirmjäger bolt-action arms and belts and shovels, and I gave them little hats. They also have rocks on their eyes to make them have weird, bulgy eyes. And they have pistols. Yeah, that's the Bamboo software. Okay, Tonga, that's the Bamboo printer company software, maker company. They have a software. He found the mini there. If you're interested. But they might, I don't know, they might be on Cult. I would just look up Graveyard set, terrain set. We call it White Spirit. Used to be turpentine. You bottle with it? Yeah. So yeah, we got to do some green stuffing. This, all we got to do is slap some green stuff inside, model some teeth in there. These guys, we got to do beaks. So that's that. It's pretty simple. I also maybe want to set up a weapon. I think I broke the axe off this guy, so maybe I'll put it back on there. Because there's 4 models, or it's like 4 wounds. This doesn't these are like markers. They're not actual models. They're just like wound markers. But this is a leader, the Toph. It's going to be my Toph. So, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to wash my hands, and we will get to green stuff. And if you haven't played with green stuff, it's a 2-part epoxy. You want to kind of have your hands wet when you're working with it. Otherwise, it'll absolutely like dig into your skin and like be very hard to get off. But this stuff's fantastic. A lot of times I've had it must have been old green stuff. This is like, first off, way less for the new Army Painter for like $12. Garbage price. But the material is good. It's like brand new green stuff, which I've never had the pleasure of working with green stuff that didn't have like a hard thing. Should be using gloves. Whatever, dude. I watch all the people that do this stuff. They never use gloves. Just wash your hands. Should be using gloves. Let me go up. Asbestos. Hold on. Pause the music. Microplastic, lead, arsenic, asbestos, resin, THF, and a bunch of other stuff. I ain't wearing gloves. And just wash your hands. Okay. But yeah, you should be wearing gloves, but when you use gloves, the gloves rip the second they dry because it'll catch it, and then it rips the gloves because it's so, like, freaking tacky. So, use gloves, chat. I'm not. But don't do what I do, right? Remember, I'm your guy's dumbass. Like Jenny Bratt says, so... All right, we're going to take a quick break. I want to wash this paint off my hands so I can get some epoxy on my hands, all right? And, what do you call it? Also, I just don't like wearing the gloves for working with the tools and everything, too. And I'm going to be constantly working with the green stuff. But we're going to put some beaks on these boys. We're going to maybe give them some weapons as well, potentially. Because I have weapons here that, like little blunderbusses and muskets that we could give them. And maybe, I don't know, we'll see if there's anything else that... I'm probably going to paint them, so I'm not going to do any grass tufts at the moment. I'm picturing this person with the chains is the poor soul that was captured from somewhere and is now forced to drag the cart. So that's my idea right there. Maybe I'll make something to where this person is like, they have like ropes or something that I can make it look like they're carrying the cart. We'll see. Because I need to remove these as I get wounds is the idea. But, all right, chat. We're going to take a quick little break here. And we'll be back in just a moment. Mall Dropper, also what's going on, dude? Currently on a 10th stream streak. Well. Mr. Googly Eye himself. In the flesh, huh? All right. Chat, we will be back in just a moment here. Let me go ahead and I guess we'll throw our... We'll throw the slideshow on. Screw it. Mr. Googly Eye himself. Well, well, well. All right, chat. I'll be back in just a moment. Let me actually copy my be back. Copy. And we go boop. And we go here. Paste. There we go. All right, chat. I'll be back in just a moment. Appreciate it. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be doing some modeling here in just a sec. All right, we back. Thank you for being patient, chat. Let's do it. Okay. Time for the real. This is where separates the boys from the men. The green stuff. I'm not very good with it, but I also really need to find where my little blade is. So, there we go. Oh, you got the files? Good, Tonga. Yeah, it was listed as Haunted Graveyard. Nice. Very good. You're printing the 5 files now? Yeah, there's a cathedral with it as well, which I have to dry brush this down in the basement. Which I left separate. I guess Rev thought I was going to glue it, but I kind of like having it separate because otherwise it might take up a little bit too much space. Let's cut off a little bit more. We can always make some cool... We can make a backpack or something. I don't know. Give me a reason to mess around a little bit more with my green stuff. Sculpting. This is so loud. Let me turn this down. Hold on. There we go. You recently found one of your earliest sculpts? Nice. Yeah, the thing that got me into it was this. This is my first ever homemade miniature right here. My first ever homemade miniature is cold, and talks like this, like a frog. But I want to get better. I've only done like little messing around and like conversion stuff, but even then was just like getting 2 different things together and just seamless. The tuft hair is what it's about, dude. The turnip look is all about the tufts. In fact, I don't have enough tufts. Need more tufts for the turnip models, for sure. Kind of looks like Fozzie Bear from the Muppets mated with a frog. Yeah, it looks like something. When I sent that to Rev for the first time, he said, "My God, what the hell have you done?" He was like, "Don't ever show that to anybody in the light of day." He was terrified of it. It gave him nightmares. And I sent it to my other friend Garrett. He's like, "What the hell is that?" That's weird. I'm already telling you, that's weird. I'm like, screw you. Don't talk about my child like that. That's taught. But I want to try and make my own miniatures. The other way is in Blender. I want to get Blender and I want to make my own Turnip28 monster creations. That could be a fun stream, is us like sitting in Blender and like sculpting a miniature. I want to try and learn how to do that myself. That's my firstborn right there, dude. Alright, we're going to make some beaky helmets for these prisoners. Or for the procession of woes. Wounds here. They're the wound markers. So I just kind of shape it a little bit. I'm just trying to get like that beaky shape, and I get a stub. And we're going to stick it on this guy's face. Nope, sorry. The helmet's on your face forever now, but then you gotta use a silicone tool, otherwise it'll just stick to whatever you're using. No, sorry. You're forever encapsulated. A little too much on this side, but you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. It could be like a chunky, screwed up looking helmet. Though I will say this music's a little extreme for this. I like it though. I was saying, I don't know if Jenny Bratz, if you're still here, I was saying we might need to do a Red Alert playthrough, because I saw the Red Alert 3 has like the armored bears and everything. You were saying it has the Konflikt look. It's like freaking Konflikt 47 RTS. We might need to play Red Alert. Let's give him like some sort of funky looking helmet looking thing. Little beak nose, beak man. And then I was just doing a depression for the eyes. Yeah. Oh, the eye's way higher on this one, but you know what? It's kind of wonky looking. And how does he drink his beer? I gotta give him like a little mouth. Like a little slot. Otherwise, how's he drinking his carrot beer? The carrot ale. Very like Plague Doctor-esque look, you know what I mean? And what if we give him a blunderbuss in this hand or something? Yeah, like that. We'll just glue that on there. I got a new thing of super glue I gotta order. Because I use this for my fly tying as well. Yeah, just fucking slop a little bit of that on there. Rev's going crazy right now. No, don't breathe it. I use so much super glue. Thank God I'm not allergic to it. Rev, like, definitely has some sort of allergic reaction to it. Irritates. Because I'm going to repaint this. Primer it. Even though the color scheme kind of fits the carrot guys, but I'll have to repaint it. Carrot ale or carrot tail. They're beta carotene freaks, these guys, I tell you what. Is there anything else we could do to him? He's gonna get a little... Oh, I should make carrots. Everybody gets a carrot for their head, because these guys don't have carrots. So everybody needs a little carrot. Carrot heads. The Carotanians. Kerosene for lanterns. That was pretty good. Nice, very nice to see your army at its roots. I told you guys, I gotta start writing these down. You guys have the best dad jokes. Just keep your fingers wet and you won't get that green stuff stuck to your fingers. Let's see if we can do a different helmet, because there's some where they do slats for them to see through. Well, I'm just ending up with the same look. It kind of fits, you know what I mean? But I'm going to do like a grin on this guy or some sort of... mouth. The helmet, it's really just a helmet, but the helmet's shaped like it has a mouth on it already. Yeah, it works. Kind of looks freaky. Freaky looking dude. I'm going to do this because I broke off his axe. Oh, dude, I actually know. We got to give him a halberd gun. Sick. We're going to make a halberd gun. He's got like a halberd. So, let's give him the halberd back. And then we'll stick a gun on the end of it. It's what my used Bashir captain has from Trench Crusade. He's got the halberd with the Giselle on it. It's so cool. Or the halberd gun. If I use some green stuff, it'll be a lot more durable than just super gluing it back on. It'll just break off again at some point. Hey, have a nice night, Ed. Have a great night. Appreciate the dad jokes. Need to keep eyes peeled for Gnomepolian. Wait till Jenny Bratz. Wait till I think you're gonna specifically love. Rev always does a great job with his armies. Oh God. All right. Is it made from an old farm tool? It could be. This is more like a militia dude, but what I want to do is I want to stick a freaking gun. I don't have another blunderbuss, so maybe I can use a musket and attach it like maybe like this. And maybe we'll just take some green stuff and make string like he wrapped it on there. Yeah, Rev's new army looks fantastic for Turnip. And it has square bases, that's all you need to know. Something different on the channel. Let's do this. But of course, as usual, the colors, everything looks great. Fantastic. Maybe I should have done this before I green stuffed it on, now that I think of it. Oh, damn it. Okay. Maybe it'd be easier to wrap the other way. Or go like this. Alright, yeah, let me do it off and then I'll stick it on there. Like, there's no reason to work with it on there. Doesn't really make sense because the sharp part of the axe has like string holding the gun on it, but nothing really needs to make sense in this game. So, that's fine. A blunder fork? Yeah, exactly, a blunder fork. It's a blunder axe. Exactly. Okay, I gotta make like a big stringy piece. Look like a rope. When it's too wet though, when your hands are wet, it won't like stick very good, so that is something to be mindful of. And then I can make this look like vines or growth, because everything's kind of very natural, growthy, root, cyst stuff going on. Up, up, up. When in doubt, glue more stuff onto other stuff to make it look cool. That's my rule of miniature kit bashing. Glue more crap on it. Okay. Charge. All right, we got 2 down. Oh, I got to make a carrot. Don't forget the carrot for the head. I'm excited for Monument 1 Step. I enjoy painting a lot, but having a kiddo, anything that saves time. Did you meant to type something else? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm excited for Monument 1 Step. Oh, the like if you, I still don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about like if you only have one thing to do in a project and you get it done? And you're like, woohoo! Like that? Yeah, you know, I had a friend once, his name was Nick, and then he had a kid, and then I never saw him again. That's how it goes. We always joke about that with him. We're like, yep. Well, he used to exist, but, you know, he had a kid, and that was it. Never saw him again. It's my buddy Nick that I go fishing with. Not if, in case Rev's thinking the other. I don't think that they had a kid. Nick and Ashley or whatever. I'm thinking of a different one. Oh, Monument Hobbies new paint line speed paint. Oh, okay. I thought you were having an aneurysm while you were typing, or like a stroke. Okay, that makes sense. I've never heard of Monument. 1 Step speed paint. Oh, okay. I love the speed paints, dude. I painted, all of this is painted with speed paint and then some dry brushing on top. Speed paints are fantastic. Thank God for speed paints. God bless. It's not the same. I do love painting with real paints and dry brushing and highlighting and all that, and like doing the edge highlights. But I mean, dude, speed paints, it's a gift from God. You know what I mean? For those of us that can't, like, that don't want to spend like a week painting one single model or something, you know? It's like crazy levels. Like, I just want to slap it together, get it looking decent, put it on the table, and then you know what I like doing? I like working on my armies like down the road. I'll like work on these armies like later on and do like more stuff if I want. Oh yeah, bulk painting. Oh my God, what a godsend. Huh? I'm gonna try and do this one where it's got like little dots it can see through. Maybe it can't see at all. It's like the prisoner. Maybe I should have its nose curl, because it's all depressed. It slowly woke down. No carrot for this guy. This guy doesn't get a carrot. We don't have our... This is a captured whelp. No carrots for you, you scumbag. Get this guy out of here. You're not getting any carrots. I need to, like, magnetize the areas where I want them. I don't think I even need to make chains. Like, it kind of just works with him just being there. But part of me wants to, like, make some chains. I'll make chains. Or just, like, some, like, ropes that I can hang over this. But I still need to be able to remove it, right? That's the big thing. What if I twist it like this? Root vines. It's all twisted and gnarled. And I kind of want it to be so I can lay it on top of the thing. Gotta make it lower. I could just have this kind of extend out like this and down. Yeah, that's good. It's got growths coming out of them. Break free from the chains? No. You're lucky it's not a gnome. I should have a gnome. Little filthy gnome. Whelp. You're lucky it's some other poor soul that's been captured by the Caritanian Crusaders. Now pulling our root shrine. Whoosh. The guy in the chair needs a whip. Whoosh. Keep moving, you mushroom, because what's my I need to get some other lore. I need lore for other armies and kingdoms. Maybe they're like chat, what's a root vegetable? Another root vegetable that the carrot people don't like. Because there's got to be root vegetable discrimination. You filthy radish lover. Yeah, you love radishes. We hate radishes around here. But sir, I'm from the radish rum pots. The parsnip parish. They went to the parsnip parish and raided it. Yeah. Something like that. Yes. I hate your parsnips. Now get back to pulling the cart. This guy will ride up here. Yeah, the beets. Your filthy beets have been staining our lands purple for too long. For now, the kingdom of the carrots will rise up, and everyone's teeth will be stained orange from now on. Carrots, rise up. Assemble! For now, the true root kingdom will be founded. Yeah, the Carrot Crusaders are on their crusade to reclaim the holy fertile lands. They're essentially like mobile or like nomadic. It's a nomadic kingdom that goes around and just raids local areas for the most fertile areas and then grows their carrots and moves on season after season. But they have yet to find the Holy Land, where it has all the promise, like it has like the greatest, most fertile carrot growing soil. So they're on their crusade to find their one true like carrot kingdom, but they've yet to find it. They don't know. They've only heard glimpses and tales. Rich volcanic soil. So they're looking for their carrot kingdom. They can pair up with the fungi for intel. They might need to against the gnomes. I thought my mushroom marauders and the carrot crusaders were going to be natural born enemies, but there might need to be an alliance. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, or something like that. Especially when there's carrots involved. I kind of want to put a pipe. I kind of want to make a pipe out of green stuff. So let's try and do that. I want to make a little pipe for this guy. The monk. Smoking on his carrot pipe. Let's get a little tunes going, shall we? You know what? Let's go nice and... Let's bring it back classic style, shall we? Yuzo Kashuro. Let's make a little pipe. Should it be a carrot he's smoking? He's like smoking like it's like when you smoke an apple in high school to smoke some weed. He's smoking like a carrot pipe. Yeah, he's got to be smoking a little carrot pipe. Like he hollowed out a carrot. Like it's a green apple. And I could take some wool and have it sticking off like he's smoking. He's got his carrot. Or maybe he's smoking a carrot like it's a cigar or something. I feel like I should make it a little smaller though. It's quite large. What are we voting, chat? You can help me. Is he smoking a carrot like it's a cigar? Or is he smoking a hollowed out carrot like he's in high school and he couldn't find a bowl, so he hollowed out an apple? You guys tell me. I can't make up my mind which is cooler. Either way, it's going to be the shape of a carrot. But it's either going to be the smoke is coming out the end or the smoke's coming out of like a hole in the top. What do you guys think is cooler? What are we thinking? I'm thinking like a pipe. Like he hollowed it out. I don't know if he's a cigar guy. Definitely the high school model? Yeah, I think so. I might need to wait. Well, can I do it now? Oh, that kind of fucked it. I might need to do it off the model. I just want to make like a little depression. There you go. Okay, I need to wet my fingers for this. Okay. He's got a pipe whittled out of a carrot, or like a carrot hollowed out. That works. Oh, well, it's still a little wet. I'll shape it some more. All right. Don't mess with it. Just reshape the eyes. And I think I kind of want to like... He's got a little mouth there, so I guess I'll leave that open so you can see he can actually get something in his mouth usually. And maybe put this on his back, like this. Gotta hop off and start the kiddos' nighttime routine. Hey, thanks, Bobzilla. Appreciate it. Fantastic fun guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna make like a little strap for the gun. For show. And we're almost done. We'll just make some teeth on the other things. Those monstrous creations I made for the fungus looking dudes. And then we're looking good. I gotta do some editing tonight, so. So how is this gonna sit? Like this. I guess it would sit like this. His hand's there, so we'll make it go underneath his hand. fix it, but that's what the tool's for. Actually kind of looks kind of funky, like it's all bunched up, like it's way too long for him, and that's perfect. Make it look like it's coming out from underneath his arm, so it goes underneath his arm. He's got his pipe. Goes underneath his arm here. And yeah, good enough for government work is what I always say. This little beak got wrapped up. He's wise and old. He has an extra long beak. Even though it's a metal helmet, he's had a custom one made. Yes, give me the larger helmet. Let's get these guys sitting to where the green stuff's not going to stick to anything while they sit and dry. Make a little carrot for this guy, and then we'll do some teeth for the other guys. Because you need a carrot head on this dude. Let's go off the back here like this. Doo -doo -doo. And once this dries a little bit, I can take a tool and get the grooves into it. Because right now it's like really tough to do that. I would have to do it off and then I would stick it on there. My hands would smush it. So whatever. I just do it after once it dries a little. It's a lot easier to work with it when you're trying to do fine details. Because you can take like a metal tool and scrape the indentations in it for the carrot. I gotta remember, it's like wider at the top because that's where we're putting the grass stuff. Thinner near the base. Okay. Carrot men assembled. They all have guns now too, or just weapons. So they look cool. Even though it's one... This is my new character, so when we have a Toph off, this is going to be my Toph, this entire thing. The procession. This is my holy carrot shrine. They're protecting the shrine as they move along the road to go conquer land to land. I kind of want to put magnets on the base, but we don't got to worry about that right now. That is something, though, I think maybe magnetizing before I paint the whole base. Just like I'll glue a magnet or something, or... Or maybe I could drill... That would be annoying. I could put a nickel strip with the magnets, but I don't know. We'll see. Alright, cool. Last but not least, let's do some teeth on these guys, and then we're done. We are good. So I think all I'm going to do is take a very thin amount and lay it on the inside of this and then shape it into teeth. So I don't know. Let's see if we can even do this. Yeah, I don't know how much to get in there, so I'm kind of like freeballing it. Main thing is we have fresh green stuff to shape teeth, so even though right now it looks a little wonky. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Wonder if I can just like do a sharp angle. I guess the idea is just make it look like there's spiky crap coming out of its mouth. Doesn't need to really look like perfect teeth, you know? Because I can just kind of So I guess that actually kind of works like that. Because it does kind of look like teeth. Yeah, that works actually. Just kind of cut little edges in it. Yeah, see, there you go. When in doubt, just wing it. Just try something. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you can always try again. That's my motto when it comes to hobby stuff. Because I generally don't know what I'm going to do until I do it. And that doesn't always work out, but most of the time it does. It's a little tricky to get it stuck in there, but let me see if I can get another thin coat in there so I can really get some 3D effect. Just get that fresh material in between the lips that I made for them. Taking the backside of my hobby knife, kind of giving it some sharp edges. And that's good enough for me. Just kind of make it look like something that you wouldn't want getting its filthy maw all over you, tearing you to shreds. Doesn't necessarily look like traditional teeth, but you know, that's fine. I could probably actually smooth it up a little bit here, like this. Oh yeah, maybe this is actually helping a little bit. But I don't want to do it too much. Just a little bit like this. Oh yeah, there you go. This kind of does the look I'm looking for here. Yeah. That looks good. It's kind of hard to see because it's all green, but once I paint it, you'll be able to see it. Much more well defined. All right, cool. Very nice. We still have a little bit of extra stuff here, so I should make something. Maybe a... oh, I should make some carrots. Start making carrots for the panic tokens. That's what I should do. So I just should take this green stuff. Make little carrot shapes. You're gonna need a lot of them, but it's cool to make these by hand, you know, stuff like this, I feel like, for the army. Custom little panic tokens. Adds a little bit of flair. Need them to be large enough to see, but not too large to get in the way of everything. So I think this is like a good size. Because I'll put grass tufts on the end and paint them orange. They'll stick out really bright. My carrots. So the panic is they're dropping carrots too. I mean, how much better is that? You know what I mean? Like, as they're panicking, they're dropping their carrots. No! Oh! Oh, God. It's perfect. And get a couple carrots out of this. Not too shabby. I'll make some more off stream. Sit down and make like freaking... God, how many do we probably need? Playing with 4 snobs total. Probably need like 16 panic tokens just in case. So I have enough. In case start accruing a ton. Probably want 20 in total or something. Carrots galore. One, two, three, four, five, six. I got like 8 carrots. All right. Yeah, we're almost there. Need about 12 more probably. Get the turnip armies. We have pretty much all of our conflict stuff done. I wouldn't mind getting some knockballing together. I might get a box of some warlord bolt action stuff and convert them or something. That might be a fun project, so we'll see. But we have pretty good on conflict with all of our units and models. I have so many different types. Now it's just trying different lists. So start getting some models ready for some of our other games. And maybe start getting some of my one-page rules armies up to snuff for cosmetic-wise, how they look. And that'd be nice. So I can make some more carrots at some point. We got that. That's done. We dry brushed our cemetery stuff, looking fantastic. And we put teeth on these suckers. And I have my... Officially, I have the Procession of Woe Root Shrine. The temple. The Root Shrine to worship the carrots. This guy will probably be over here somewhere like this. And I gotta figure out a way to put grass tufts on the end of here for sure. So I gotta figure out a cool way of doing. I might get off Amazon. They have like really long, like for model making, like really thin, wispy stuff to make your own bushes and stuff. But it's like really clumped up and wispy and long. Might be good if I spray paint or airbrush that green for the carrot, for instance. But look, we got a dude riding, woohoo, sitting on a chair. There's somebody smoking a carrot pipe. There's a dude with a blunder axe, and then a filthy parsnip lover. God, I love it. All right, chat. Well. 2 hours, nice little hobby stream on a Sunday. I told you I didn't want to stream too late. I got to download the Turnip28 footage from our battle report today, and I got to start working on the Konflikt 47 battle report because that ideally, I'm going to have like 2 days to edit it. So tomorrow's going to be all day editing Konflikt on my part, and then Tuesday I'm going to have to do a lot of editing as well. So I'm going to go hang out and wind down for a little bit while I download some today's game. And get that off the SD card. And I might even do a little gaming. I might play a little over the top later. So, yo, Birdie, how's it going? I love how you tune in every time when I'm about to end the stream. I hope you're doing well. How's it going? I hope you had a great weekend. We did some miniature related stuff and got our Turnip28 model. We did some sculpting and stuff like that. So. It seems to happen every time, especially when I stream at different times, too. It's hilarious. But one of these days, maybe, hopefully, we'll get you in here early. So we stream fly tying on Friday nights, by the way. Generally around 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then Saturdays, we play Konflikt or War Games with chat. And then we do hobby stuff on Sundays. So... Yeah, it's a game called Konflikt. Yeah. Yep, Fridays at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So for the fly time. But chat, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to go wash my hands, get the little green stuff residue off. I'm going to download this Turnip28 game that we recorded today. And I'm going to start working on the battle report for Mike Rolls Dice coming out on Wednesday. So, 4 p.m. here. Gotcha. Well, Birdie, check out on my YouTube, Ally Flies Mike. We just put out a new video covering Jamie Boyle's Boilermaker, which is a fantastic bait fish fly using easy body tubing, as well as craft fur and stuff like that. So check that out if you're looking to get a fly, some fly tying fix or something. But thank you so much for handing out, chat. Birdies fishing, appreciate it, brother. Big Bobzilla, Rev, thank you for handing out, brother, and recording a game today as well. Jenny Bratz, thank you so much. Ed, thanks for handing out earlier. Mall Dropper, Tonga Express. We had Klovek, is how I pronounce his name properly. And, of course, Tiki and everyone. Thank you so much, chat. And any lurkers, anyone lurking in the chat, thank you so much for handing out. I'm going to go clean up and, what do you call it? We got a new video coming out Wednesday on Mike Rolls Dice. We'll probably have a new fly time video probably coming on Friday. And then Friday night, I'm streaming fly tying. My hair is getting all over the place. Friday night, we're streaming fly tying. Saturday, we got wargaming with chat. And Sunday, we got more hobby stuff. Okay? Though, we'll see. We're going to have to start... we might need to switch Sunday streams to a different day. We might do during the week. Maybe Wednesday night. Because the thing is, Rev is going back to work now. He's going to be free on the weekend, so it's more than likely maybe like Sunday morning we're going to play or something. So, we'll see. We might need to get a little flexible, but ideally Saturday is our like dedicated stream night for playing games with chat. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do hobby stuff on Wednesdays some weeks or something. We'll see. But either way, we got to get those conflict games recorded. So whether it's me solo or Rev or whoever is playing, so... But, chat, thank you so much for hanging out and watching. I hope you folks have an awesome night. You take it easy. Have a great night. And have a good, what do you call it? Have a good week and everything. And, yep, we'll see you again soon. We'll see you on Wednesday for a new video. So, take it easy, chat.